Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Delaney. You guys probably haven't met me yet. This is the first video that I am attempting to do. I am a mom of two, almost three. I am a homesteader and I'm a writer. I am currently practicing taking videos. This is not easy for me, but my kids are actually up with my parents for the weekend, and this is the first day where I'm going to just have the day to myself. So I thought I'd hop on and kind of practice taking videos of myself, taking angles, doing as much as I can. Unfortunately, my phone is having an issue charging, so I'm only going to get probably half of today because most of the time my phone is going to be at the store getting fixed. But because of that, I thought I would start this morning and just kind of talk about my day and how it's been going so far. It's not been great. I woke up at 3 something with some major back pain. Like I said, I'm about 7 months pregnant and yeah, I'm feeling it. With farm stuff and kid stuff, I kind of wrecked my back in spring. We were doing the garden, and I pretty much since spring I've been trying to fix my back. And then we got pregnant, and my back has been sort of off and on, feeling great and feeling horrible. And it gets really bad usually at night. So I ended up having to come downstairs and sleep in my husband's, his big, dad chair, just to get me to be able to sleep a little bit. And then because I lacked sleep, I actually ended up sleeping till like 8-ish, which was a little later than I had planned. I actually also I'm in the process of making, I don't know if you can see that, making some sourdough. I started that last night, and then this morning I had to do kind of my morning routine, and then I still have about an hour and 45 minutes of proving. So between there, I'm going to go out and do animals, which is why I am in my farm clothes. I have my farm winter overalls, but they don't zip anymore because of the belly. So really they're there just to kind of keep my legs warm. And I have jackets, but they don't zip anymore either. So those will be for my arms if it's really cold. Lately it's been in the anywhere from 20s to 40s, 50s, depending on when I go out to milk. Usually during the week, because if it's a school day, it's in the 20s and it's been cold. So I just try to put on whatever will fit and go on and do chores. But like I said, this morning was sourdough, getting ready to go out to do chores, watching a few things just to wake my body up. Usually it's a little easier for me to wake up because I've got kids talking and screaming at me, but I have a very chill morning, so I'm just sort of trying to take it easy. Usually the chores in the morning, I am still milking, although I'm trying to dry my girls up so that I can have a break over winter before spring comes. But they are very, very active milkers. We milk sheep, and we have a dairy breed specifically so that they make a lot of milk. And because of that, sometimes when I get to the point where I'm like, I'm done milking for the year, I just want to be done, it takes a while for the milk to actually slow down and like have them dry up. And I was hoping to be done in November, and it's almost mid-December, and they're still going strong. Even after 2 days of not milking them and then I milk them, they're still giving me about almost half a gallon. And so I'm trying to slow them down as much as I can, but they're still going strong. But today, I milked yesterday, and so this is one of my break days. So it's really just feeding and making sure that all the animals have water, and then I'm good to go. This is why I'm doing a troubleshoot day, because I forgot that I have a camera that helps with the audio, And when I go out and do chores, we actually live near a pretty busy road, and you can hear the street sounds. And even in the house, the dryer going with some overalls in it, and it's making noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but hopefully this will help a little bit. I just came in from doing chores. I have about 50 minutes before I have to actually cook my sourdough. So I'm going to make a quick breakfast, maybe watch something, and then I will probably get the sourdough in there cooking. And then while it's cooking, I might try to edit. I am currently working on a short story that should take me to maybe around noonish, 1ish. I probably will need to eat lunch before I go, just because this pregnant lady will get cranky if I don't get food in my belly. So I get hangry very easily. I did before I was pregnant, and it's worse now. So I want to make sure that I'm well fed, I've got water, and all the stuff that I need before I go. So that'll take up some time, but hopefully we'll get some editing in between all that. So I realized that I really do need to practice this. First of all, it's a mic, not a camera. I said I had a camera. I meant to say I had a mic. And then second, I realized that I had switched my phone around and was looking in the same place, which was over that way. But because the phone was switched around, the camera is now on that side, and so my eyes were completely off. So I knew that today was going to be a big, like, let's just see what goes wrong and kind of make notes on what I need to work on and fix. And that is definitely one of them, is figuring out where and how to put the mic on, where my eye line needs to go depending on where the phone is, and just making sure that I stop rambling. I am booting up my computer right now to work on edits for a short story that I have written. It's called The Bone Collector. I tend to write in crime, thriller, mystery genre, and this one is going to be submitted into a contest that is due at the end of January. I tend to edit to death, so I've sort of put a editing deadline for me, which is to finish the edits completely over the weekend while the kids are gone and submit it so that it is out of my head and out of my hands and I can't do anything else. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now while the sourdough is going to be cooking. And hopefully I'll be able to fix it by the time I need to leave and run all the other errands. One of the most frustrating things about edits is that every time you go through it, you will find something. Even when authors have published and it's written in print, if they read it, they will still see ways that they can improve and make it better, which is sometimes like a black hole, like you'll just get sucked in. Other times you know you're making it better and it feels really good. I'm at the point where I'm just nitpicking and it's getting better every time I do it, and that's kind of exciting. Okay, so I just finished editing the short story and I just submitted it. I'm really nervous. This is the first long form story that I have submitted for a contest in a long time. I have been published in some college magazines in the past, but that was like a decade ago. So I'm a little like, ooh, but it's done. I can't fix it. I can't do anything about it. So that's kind of one thing off my list. It took a little longer than I was expecting. I have to eat, and then I got to go do the errands I was supposed to run today, and hopefully I will have enough time to do everything that I need to do. I'm just glad that this is over, because then it can just get off of my brain, and I can really get to the other stories that I'm not more excited about, but were causing less stress because there wasn't a deadline. So now that the deadline is done and submitted, I can really focus on the other ones that are just first drafts and just like get it on the page type stories, not make sure it's perfect type stories. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat. And in the meantime, while I was editing, I did finish my sourdough. So it is cooling, and I have some sourdough I made from a previous loaf that I will probably be using for lunch, but this one is good for the rest of the weekend, and I don't have to worry about it.